Hello, welcome to WhatAreMovie. I'm Tony.
Hello, I'm Clutz.
And we're back for Breaking Bad. The final season. Mm-hmm. We have made it. Oh my god. After how long? We've been watching this for 2 years. It's insane. We're very slow. I apologise. But last time was very explosive. We saw the end of Gus.
Yeah.
I literally edited this morning before you got here. So, yeah, the end of Gus. Walt.
The lab.
Remember what he said to Skylar? I won.
Yeah.
They blew up the lab. Got rid of any trace of that. Brock survived. It turns out it wasn't the Ryson. It wasn't Gus. He just Lily of the Valley.
Lily of the Valley.
He just ate some berries. Just an innocent mistake, right?
Walt fed him berries somehow.
Walt is a monster.
Yep.
He knew that Jesse did not stand for like kids being used and being like
he took that to his
killed
advantage.
and Walt used that against him. Where will it go from here? We've got a whole new season ahead of us, a whole new venture.
Sol.
We've got
Sol ran.
Yeah.
Is Sol going to be back?
Who knows? We have the longest season ahead of us. It's 16 episodes, but we're on season 5, episode 1. Live Free or Die. This aired on the 15th of July 2012, directed by Michael Slovis, and written by Vince Gilligan, the creator. Yeah, there you go. Michael Slovis is a producer as well, so we've seen them before. Any ideas? No? No clue. Well, we'll have to see where it goes. Get an idea from episode 1 and then see.
Yeah, is he going to try and just have a normal life, or is he still... That's the thing, is that that's the big thing of like, is Walt going to put this all behind him now, or is he going to continue to make meth?
The problem is, the whole reason for this show and the reason he was doing it was
to support his family,
to make enough money.
But they now have a business.
Yeah, but they don't have the money.
Yeah, I guess so.
That still doesn't solve anything.
It's kind of like they're not spending the money on anything. It's not like they're living a lavish lifestyle.
They still have to have money, and the point was to get Walt Jr. into college and all that. Yeah. So, yeah, who knows?
Find out what happens.
I think if we watched, will we? Who knows? There was something else I was going to say as well. Yeah, Mike. What's happened to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Mike take revenge for Gus?
We'll have to see. So, full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. I wanted to say, I feel like we need to watch the first episode of the season, see what the gauge is, like where we're going to go with it, see what's happening.
Are we rolling straight off from where we were last time? There could be a gap for all we know.
Let's find out. Let's do it.
Here you go.
Ooh, that looks pretty good.
A little bit white. The egg white looks a bit snotty.
Yeah, it still looks good to me.
Are they Walt's hands? Mike's hands? 52.
It's my birthday.
Oh.
Well, happy birthday.
Why does he look so old?
Birthday meals are free at Denny's. All you gotta show is a valid ID. Free is good, even if I was like
Free
rich.
is pretty good.
Free is always. New Hampshire. You're a long way from home. How long drive is that? It's kind of near New Hampshire, right?
He looks really different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great science museum.
Ooh, science. Yeah, science.
Excuse me.
She seemed nice.
Good.
Yeah.
What is
Got the
going on?
word this won't wind up crossing the border.
A manual.
Oh.
I pulled some off the internet. Good luck, I guess.
Sure. He does just with hair. He looks so different. Like,
Happy birthday, Mr. Lambert.
Live free or die.
what?
Oh, is he changing cars? That's telling him what car it is.
What's in the bag? What she got there,
Is that
Mr.
just
Lambert?
his stuff.
I guess so.
What the fuck has he got himself into? Gus is dead. Who is he taking out now?
What
the fuck?
Do you
know,
remember the very first episode? Sorry, it was Bacon with 50 because he was 50. So this is. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Do you remember my last statement of like, are we even going to be carrying on from like where we left off, or is there going to be a gap? And I'm like,
Gus Fring is dead. DEA has no idea what to make of it. I need
It's
you
over.
to.
We're safe.
We saw this, obviously. But it's cool to see it again.
yeah.
And only her perspective, it seems, at the moment.
Do you think that beginning clip was maybe something later on in this? You know, like when it gives us that.
I mean, we've had them sort of bits before with the black and white, with the, yeah, trees. It hasn't even cleaned up, like, because obviously that's where he made the bomb. That's insane.
Just throwing it all away.
Just made it casually in your kitchen, you know.
Well, these things that I feel like if you know how to make them, they're probably quite simple.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a chemist. He's a scientist. He knows what he's doing. Like, he's a very smart man. Like, cool. What is this music?
Interesting.
Oh, soundtrack's so good. This show.
Do you think it's the plant?
Yeah, gotta cover up everything.
Yep.
That's insane. I told him to be careful. Chill.
Hey, you don't have the TV on? Seriously? You didn't tell him about Mr. Fring?
You would be terrified of him.
All they're talking. Uncle Hank was after this guy all along. Fring was the one who put the hit out. Somebody got to him first. Yeah.
Oh, who would ever have done that? They're home, but I feel like Walt is going to get kicked out.
Uncle Hank is going to be a hero more so than before. Seriously.
He's so hyped.
Yeah.
I want to.
I feel like she's packing his bags. No, she's unpacking.
How would you feel like
Knowing that your husband had blown someone up.
I mean, he never told her. He just said, I won.
Do you think I rate a low, at least?
You murdered someone this evening. I'd love for her to be like, you murdered someone, who'd be like, it's not the first.
Show some kind of mild relief that I'm alive.
I am relieved, Walt. And scared.
Yeah.
Scared of what?
You.
How could you not be?
No. I'm scared of you, but I'll leave our child with you.
I mean, what might... Yeah, I mean... I don't know. It's like a ridiculous situation, Susan.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely insane.
That blanket is horrible.
Lovely colours. What do you mean? Oh, no.
What's he thought of? What has he thought of?
I don't know.
Is that him?
No.
Is that Hank? Oh, it's Hank.
It's Hank, yeah. Man, it's so insane how on it he was. Like, such a good, like, cop. Like, he knew exactly. My God, look what they've done to the place.
So far for a while, probably, isn't it?
Man, the shots look so good. Oh, you seen something up there.
Just say it already. Tell me I told you so.
Exactly like Bedeker's drawings. No idea who they were?
No, not much left. Apparently the teeth do this popcorn thing when they get too hot.
Oh.
So they tell me.
Oh, that's awful.
Torched it. Did it up right.
Creepy, innit? It's really eerie and...
The dripping.
Yeah, just the atmosphere and the...
Who do you figure that was?
The camera. Oh, they might be able to get the footage from it.
Well, the camera looks like it's screwed. Hey!
Come on, hey. Hey, put Wendell in there. Wendell doesn't eat, nobody eats.
Come on. Don't like Wendell eat. Just got the knees.
Fiscal
stop him. He's dead.
Oh! His boost. Man, that music is oh.
He won't know if Wendell eats anymore.
No. I want to stop. Jesus.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Get out of my way, kid! What? Wait a minute! All right, let him talk. Let him talk.
I am done listening to this asshole talk.
Now get out of my way!
He's got something you need to hear, all right?
Do you even know what you've done? Yeah, he saved his own life.
One more word.
Mike,
Kill him. You're gonna have to kill me. Come on.
Thing is, so, there's no cartel. There's no. The streets are gonna run wild.
what is it with you guys?
Nah. That's so insane.
Gus kept cameras on us at the lab, at the laundry. God only knows where else. Gus had a record of that, and the police get to it before we do. Mike, it's all on tape somewhere, or a hard drive.
He is dumb.
Where did he keep it?
A laptop in his office.
What? It's the universal symbol.
I mean, he's got a point.
Oh, they're rammed in that car and all going in that one?
I guess. How are they? Well. Oh. Damn.
I was hoping. Look, Sarge, folks have it over there. Could you tell me that at least?
Oh, yeah. We're boned. You know how they say it's been a pleasure? It hasn't. You're getting the hell out of Dodge. And so should you. Where is the laptop? What the hell difference does it make? They got it. End of story.
Oh, man.
They locked it in their evidence room.
How do we get in there?
Describe the building. Describe it. How about I describe Fort Knox? You gonna put on your black leotard and go dangling on a clothesline?
Let's see that.
I would, yeah.
What the hell am I talking to you? That laptop might as well be on the moon. Build these evidence rooms like bank vaults, because guess what? Lunatics like you want to break it.
Yeah, makes complete sense.
No way you're getting it out of there.
Who said that we have to get it out of there? We just need to destroy what's on it.
Now you want to blow up a police station. Nursing home full of old folks just whet your appetite. Now you want to kill a bunch of cops.
Anything about killing anybody. Say this device gets filed into evidence.
About a magnet. You want to commit a whole other crime just to get this bomb of yours into evidence.
Yo, what
An
about like a magnet?
incendiary device. One quick fire is all it would take.
I love that though. Just
Magnet though, maybe like.
Bomb, then. Maybe
Or what about a magnet?
what? Magnet. What about it?
I mean, I love how they were just arguing and bickering away, and Jesse.
What do you think? Expensive.
They're just eating away at their money.
What about that?
You got it running. Plywood and aluminum, just what you need.
Oh, perfect. Who thought we'd see this guy again? Yeah. What'd you think of this plan?
Sounds very bizarre.
Don't actually have any money right now.
I'll pay you back.
Wow. Further into debt we go.
Yeah.
If you have any brains, you'll take that money you say. Skip town.
Three-man job. The only way I know it won't work for sure is if we don't have you.
Is his healed?
Yeah. It's getting there. Until, wow, he's got his bullet wound
Yeah.
and he's got the giant headache caused by the two morons that keep causing
He had a
chaos.
car wash.
Police, they may call. Why are the police coming?
Is it about Ted?
May call you.
Oh, I guess, does she even know about it yet?
I know nothing. I see nothing.
Why are the police?
There was an incident.
What incident?
An act of God. There's no way.
For God's sake.
We got a problem.
Well.
Ted's dead.
No.
Mm.
He just woke up.
Oh.
Well, there's your answer.
Earrings, ring, about that stuff you young guys wear on the end of your prick. Speak now, or forever sing soprano. Does anybody want to put a metal ring through the end of their prick?
Yeah, why, Jesse?
What are you looking at me for? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Fingers crossed.
That noise.
Anything? Still working.
This is insane. It's so crazy.
Whoa. That did it. Yeah, bitch!
Jesse is a genius.
Yeah.
Everything goes flying in that evidence room. It's gonna make one hell of a noise.
60 seconds, we'll be gone.
I guess also, because it would fling a load of stuff, it would be hard for them to distinguish what someone was after.
Possibly, yeah. You wouldn't know they were specifically.
But then it could
after
also
that.
cause loads of cases not to be solved.
I mean, do you think that's their concern?
No. They only care about themselves.
Yeah. So how do you think he's going to be?
Hey, Ted. He's been a real champ. His color's better and his blood pressure's up. We are going to have you eating solid food in a day or two. I bet you money.
Oh my god.
That's wonderful.
Man. What a way to shoot that, just sticking on her
That
face.
rug.
Never trust the rugs again. Rip this rug out of this room now.
I haven't said anything to anyone.
That's sad that that's his.
It was an accident.
That's the first thing he says.
They dripped. That is all they know. I've got children. I swear to you. Please.
Damn.
I never breathe one word for this.
Ugh.
Oh. He thought
Just
he was
like
in debt already.
Broke Ted, like,
Yeah.
man, it's insane. Yeah, he's got to pay for this, like.
It's the worst thing to happen in America, really, isn't it? Because of healthcare.
Ugh, I love watching Mike do his thing. Like, he just knows how to do shit. Like, it's so cool. How is this gonna go?
Oh, I don't know.
Honestly, I did not know this was the first episode of the
Did you
season.
not?
What a way to start, man. Like, I knew it was a thing, obviously, but yeah.
Which one's the evidence room?
I guess they got the information on that phone call. Enough information, maybe? Yeah. Or Mike just knows, you know.
That's the wall. Some big ass hump in the way. Drive over it.
Yeah.
They're gonna get stuck.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah, because it's gonna...
Cut it.
I think they could get
It's
stuck.
like 8 feet away. Is this cool?
What a shot of inside, man. This music.
God, is that person suddenly gonna get, like...
Ripped across the...
Yeah.
He's like, what is happening? Man, this is so cool.
I love how it builds up.
The music as well goes so good with it. It's a bit
No,
creepy.
thank you. Oh, it stops the thing as well.
What?
It stops the...
Yeah.
Let's just go. Hang on.
He's pushing his luck. Jeez.
Some kind of poltergeist, isn't it?
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
Outside!
Dang.
Shut up! You left the truck behind.
So what?
So what? So what if they find prints? What if they trace it back to the wrecking yard?
They won't. There's no prints. Traceable salvage, all of it.
You got all the answers.
It worked.
Not supposed to take that on faith.
Yeah, I mean, like...
How do we know?
Because I say so.
Ugh. I don't like it. Does he think of himself as the new Gus?
His arrogance is showing, isn't it? A little. Well, damn. He overdid it a bit. Maybe that was his plan all along.
076626.
Oh God,
Go
this
through
is such
all
a...
of that. That's
Alvin B. Roofing hammer. 321. Fring Gustavo. Damaged. Glass screen is broken and in pieces. Fring was slipped out of its frame. That's not on the manifest.
Ooh.
I'm not a marriage counselor.
Damn.
You did put her in charge of your money, which I advised against. She comes to me with a problem. I say, hey, let's involve Walt. She says, no. She really was trying to protect you.
How's he going to take this?
Feedback here might be nice.
like a conversation.
Let's involve Walt, and you didn't argue the point. You didn't think to contact me. You took it upon yourself to give away $622,000 of my money to a man who had been sleeping with my wife.
She's my client. I try my best, ethically. My duty
Ethically?
is
I'm sorry. Did you actually just use the word ethically in a sentence? You're a two-bit bus bench lawyer. And you work for me.
Yeah, well, Clarence Darrow never had a client like you ask him this, okay? Huel, he's got fingers like hot dogs. He could have easily busted this in two and killed everyone in the office. But do I complain? No. Borrow or steal, I'm your huckle. You never told me that kid would wind up in the hospital. Get the hell out of here. You and me, we're done.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Come on. Hey. Hey.
This is my side. Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
We're done. When I say we're done.
My God. I mean...
Good.
Heisenberg. What did you say? Yeah. Well, there you go. That confirms what Jesse thought.
Yep.
Yeah. Madness.
Don't leave a baby laying on the bed like that.
I heard what happened to Ted.
Okay.
Is he having a moment because of...
I forgive you.
Oh, those eyes, dude.
Face. Oh my God. Well, that's one way to start the season. So, that was Live Free or Die.
What the hell?
What do you think of that as a start to the season? How did you find it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a start.
Yeah, way to start, right?
Yeah.
Like, we got to deal with the aftermath of everything they've caused,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
But we do start with Walt.
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon.
So yeah, this is a parallel to the very first episode where Skylar served him breakfast, 50, but with like not real bacon.
It's crazy to think it's only been 2 years.
Yeah, all this happened in 2 years. Well, I mean, like it's kind of like, for example, Mr. Robot. That happens within the space of months.
Yeah.
Like it's weird when you think about it with
Yeah.
certain shows, and then others can be like there's like ages between. But I mean, this is a jump forward because
he has hair.
And a beard.
Yeah.
Big bushy beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when do you think this is?
It must be in the future. I feel like we might end up experiencing this season. I'm getting a vibe because of this scene, and there's this whole thing of the waitress comes over and is like, "Oh, what's happened there to you?"
Yeah.
And he says it's his birthday, and she says, "Oh, if it's your birthday, you get to eat free.
Free at Denny's.
You just need to show
your-
you some ID."
And he's like, "No, I'm all right. It's okay." And she's like, "Free's good. Even
Yeah,
if you're rich, free is good."
free's
Which kind of goes with the title. Free is good. Live free or die.
Yeah.
Free is good. Free's better than dying. So yeah.
To which he then like, oh, okay, so then he gets his ID out, and then she's like, nice.
New Hampshire? Oh,
yeah.
He's going all this way? Like, where are you heading? To
here.
California, I think she said?
Yeah,
and then she's like, no, here. It's like, how far is that? It's like 30 hours if you don't
without stopping.
Yeah, Jesus. That's a long way.
And a guy walks in.
Do you recognise the guy?
No.
That's why I suddenly... So he follows him into the bathroom.
Yeah.
She seems nice. She's just chatting away. But yeah, follows him in.
Yep, hands him over some money. Oh, well, we presume it's money. It's
sort of money and keys.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not going over the border, right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, it stays. Yeah. And that was it. So I suddenly was like, because it's the same guy he bought the gun from.
When you said, did you recognise him? And I was thinking,
it's the same guy. I'm pretty damn sure. It looks the same. Yeah. He looks the same. Yeah. That's what I was like,
And then he leaves the restaurant afterwards, and then the waitress goes, see you later, Mr. Lambert. And it's like,
happy birthday, yeah. Mr.
Yeah,
Lambert.
that's not his name. And then he goes to a car, gets a bag out, and goes into another car.
Yep.
Has guns in it.
Well, I think it's one big gun with ammo, it looked like.
Yeah, but I don't know what gun it is.
It looked like... I'm not 100% sure, but there was the instructions. It looked like it said M60, I think. It was covered. But I think it's an M60. That's what it looked like. It's a big bloody gun.
Oh, yeah, because he said to the guy, is there a guide on how to do this? And
yeah.
He said, there's one on Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we see in the gun, he puts the bag in. I
really like, the shot of, like, you see Walt and the gun, but also there's the shot, you see part of the gun, like, looking up at him, and then he closes it, and let's start the intro.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is the future, which starts me wondering, is this, because I was thinking, like, why is he Mr. Lambert? Like,
yeah,
because obviously we had this whole thing of there's a guy that you can change identity, isn't it?
Okay. Start a whole new life.
So I'm wondering
if new ID,
if this is what's going to happen.
You reckon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Without Skylar, because too right, Skylar should ditch the dirt.
Yeah. Well, she's got into a whole lot of dirt herself, really.
Yeah.
So it's a bit crazy. But what a way to introduce the episode and the season. I really like it.
I was so confused because it's like I said, like, we've gone so far forward.
Yeah, like even like to begin with, I didn't even realise. Like the beard, I was like, oh, and then wait, hair. Like,
but I was saying, like, how's this all happened in 2 years? It hasn't, because that's obviously future. We don't know how far.
No, we don't know how far that is from.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. So, yeah, it can't be that long because she was pregnant, heavily pregnant with Holly. From the beginning, and then it took a while for her to give birth, like season and a bit, like 2 seasons maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a lot of time passed, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. We get a recap of Skylar calling, saying this thing on the news with Gus Fring, he's dead. And he says, I won.
Yeah.
So
we're safe now.
Yeah. But you get more from her perspective, it looks like. And you kind of see her face reacting to it. And what do you think of her face?
She's not happy, which I get.
She looked a bit terrified. She looked a bit like, are you saying what I think you're saying? Like, this is insane. Like, yeah. So, there you go. We cut to someone... Oh no, we don't cut to. We cut to Walt at home.
At home. Putting all the rubbish away from when
he made a bomb. Literally made a bomb. It's insane.
I love this, that he clears up all the rubbish and everything, and he's like, oh, wait. And then he goes into the garden and we're like,
yeah, because he goes to, he pours himself a drink, and then he goes to drink it, it's like, yeah, he gets the plant. Yeah.
That bloody plant.
And then he drinks. Yeah, that's it.
And then Walt Jr. turns up.
Yeah.
They come back home, because they think that it's...
So Junior's like really hyped and excited. He's like, did you hear what's happened? He's all over the news.
So Gus is dead. He's going to be a hero.
Did you tell Dad? And she's like, he knows. And then Skylar just walks off.
Yeah, she's really icy.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't blame her. Like, what do you reckon?
Yeah, because Walt Jr.'s like, you're not watching the TV, it's all going down, sort of thing. And then he puts the telly on. It's like, you got to watch this.
He's like, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Yeah. Like, well, I like how he says, I don't know how... I kind of Walt's face kind of said something, but Walt Jr.'s like, Uncle Hank's gonna be a hero. I mean, even more so than he was. And it kind of focuses on Walt's face.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's like, well, how do you think Walt reacts to that? Like, thinks about that? What do you reckon?
Not very well.
Like, because he's very, like, a man who wants to be credited for his work. I guess not that, exactly. But do you know what I mean? Although Hank did a lot and worked out a lot, so he should take the credit, because he was right the whole time.
He was.
Yeah, but there you go.
And we have a bit of an awkward conversation with...
Yeah, he's like, you're not going to even say hello?
Yeah.
She's like, hello.
It's like, hello too?
It's like, not even a relief that I'm alive? And she's like, I am relieved.
But I'm also scared.
Scared of what?
Scared of you.
Which, yeah.
She
Completely.
just walks off, didn't she?
Would you be scared of someone?
It's like, where do you stop? When you go down that line...
He's crying. The line is adopted him.
No, like, but he's obviously... Someone's got in his way and he's killed him.
Yeah. But how far he's gone to do that is the thing.
Where does it stop?
Hmm.
Because a lot of people... Like, I feel like you hear it a lot that when people start getting into crime and stuff, it's a slippery slope, isn't it?
Course.
Like, if you're willing to kill one person, how could Skylar... What if Skylar upsets him?
Well, you're saying it's a slippery slope. That's literally the whole show.
Yeah.
It started from him just wanting to cook meth and make money to, oh my god, we've done all this. Like, yeah, it's literally slippery slope, the show, basically. So, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But you would be scared for yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because it is like...
But it's kind of like she's really stuck in a, like, awkward position. And she's made it worse for herself, to be honest, though, because she's got too involved in it. She should have listened to that lawyer.
Yeah.
Just outed him, and then, none of this would have happened. Yeah. Well, not none of this, but a lot of this wouldn't have happened, We cut to the lab.
Yes.
Which I really like the way
Hank going down
the set for this is
Hank going
really
down
cool.
the ladder, there's the dripping, like...
It's just dank, dirty, burnt out, like, liquid everywhere. They're in full, like, hazmat suits, basically. Yeah.
Is this where Walt, just before this, is like...
Yes.
Yeah, he just kind of does this...
Yeah, because he sits down and, like, has a drink and, like, cheerses himself, and then he's like... stands up, So.
And then we see...
But I like how Gomez comes in. He's like, come on then, get it out of the way. Say I told you so. I love their relationship. I'm really glad they're getting on again. Because we had that horrible moment where Hank pushed everyone away and was like, But it's good. But yeah, looking around and like... Well, he's even like, they say about the two bodies.
Yeah.
It says, it's...
The teeth turn into popcorn.
Yeah, if it gets so hot, they turn it.
They did a good job, whoever it was.
Yeah, I like it. It's like, Gus, you magnificent bastard, or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, he says it's exactly like Gal's drawings.
Yeah.
And that's when he's like, what do you mean that was? Because that's what I thought he saw. He was looking up at one point. It looked like he saw, but yeah, he then.
Like, is it a camera?
It's like lab equipment or something. He's like,
that's when we're like, oh.
Yeah. See, I knew this was a thing. I knew the magnets and the laptop and all that was a thing. I didn't know it was episode 1 because I've only seen this show once through properly myself. I've watched a couple other reactors, but that was like years ago before we started the channel or anything like that. Along like years before that, and so I don't remember it completely. Obviously, I remember what goes on, but yeah. But yeah, we cut to Mike feeding chickens.
Yeah. Gotta let
Wendell.
Wendell.
Gotta let Wendell eat some before nobody eats.
Yeah.
And that's where the doctor from last time comes out and he's like...
he's kind of on the phone then, he's just like...
Gustavo's dead.
And Mike's just like...
His face drops and then it cuts to him in the car and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And I really love this. Head first and then they...
Playing chicken.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And then he gets out, he's like, you son of a bitch!
And then it's Walt and Jesse, and
he's
you're
got
like,
the gun,
oh my god.
And he's like, get out of that way, kid, I'm going to shoot him. And he's like, no, listen to him. He's got something. He's like, I'm done listening to this asshole. Like,
yeah, it's so intense.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be done listening to him? He just spins shit all the time.
That's what he says about the campus.
Yeah.
Because
he filmed all of us. He filmed you. And when I say we, I mean you as well.
Yeah,
like you picking up.
If the DA get hold of it,
they got all of us on camera. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. One detail. Like I like that because I like the whole scene of him clearing up the bombs, and he's like, "Oh, plant," And then he's like, you think he's being thorough, and he's like, you forget little things.
Yeah.
The camera.
I like this bit where Mike has his hand out, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Right. It's the universal symbol for keys.
Give me the keys. And then they all drive off together.
Yeah. Off to sort it out. We cut to him on the... Oh, no. We cut to... I think he says, they ask him, where was it, all the footage stored? And he says, on a laptop at the back of the restaurant. It all goes there. And then that's when we cut to it being put in evidence. And Hank's, staring at it, got him. Man. Then we cut to him on the phone.
Yep, they're at
to
Jesse's.
A colonel or something, it seemed like,
Because you have to remember that he was obviously a police officer.
He was a police officer, so he knows his shit, which is so cool. I really like it. It's so insane to think he wasn't even a... I say this all the time, but he wasn't even a character. He wasn't even meant to be in the show, and it worked out so perfectly. Yeah. It's I think how much of this was planned and thought ahead. Because, I don't know. Because they've wrote a whole other show of 6 seasons with Saul Goodman as well. And they're like, did they plan any of that ahead? I don't really... Yeah.
I feel like there's an element of you can have the base and then it just
so there's different ways to write stories. You can have all the major points plotted out, you know where it's going to end, and then you fill it in. Or you could do it the George R.R. Martin way, Game of Thrones guy. So the way he writes his stories is he writes them, and as he writes more, and then it expands like a tree, kind of grows and grows and grows and grows, and then he just keeps going, and that's kind of how he wrote. Whereas, they then, with the TV show, did it the wrong way around. They then were like, well, this is our end, this is how we get there. Whereas that's not how the books were.
Yeah.
So, but you can do it different ways. That's why I'm curious. Yeah. And it's like, again, with Mr. Robot, we've said it before. He obviously had a plan of where he wanted to get to. I wonder if Vince did as well. Yeah, don't know. I'm just curious, was it ever meant to go on longer than 5 seasons? Or was Vince I'm done here? I don't know. But... Was that screen?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So he gives him
he finds out that it's in evidence.
Yeah, he also I like how he gave a fake kind of name, and he's like, past your time, I see, too old for you or whatever. But bye. And then he snaps the phone. He's like, well, we're screwed. I'm going. They're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting out of Dodge. It's over. Well, why don't we try and get it?
So it's in an evidence locker.
They've tagged it, bagged it. It's
in
evidence.
This is where Jesse's like, he's good at this stuff, and it's like,
what? I mean, they worked it out in the end.
Then we have this whole quarrel between Walt and Mike. And...
I like Mike's comment. I wrote it down because he was like, before he goes to walk away, he's like, you know that expression, it's been a pleasure. Well, it hasn't been. Not at all. But he also says, he's like, describe the building. He's like, what? Are you for real?
Yeah.
If I described to you Fort Knox, you wouldn't even be close. It's like, and they're talking about.
So he's like this 2-meter concrete wall.
Yeah, and it's like they build these places. They're surveillance 24 hours a day by police. They're not like bank vaults. They're actually got police there surveilling it day in day out to stop lunatics like you from breaking in.
Just like Jesse being like, what about magnets?
Yeah, before that though, I wanted to say that is that what you're going to blow up an evidence thing?
You're going to make a bomb to put the bomb in evidence.
Yeah, I like how
not anyone realised.
Yeah, and I like how he said a nursing home full of old people didn't whet your appetite enough or something. You're going to blow up another building. But yeah, they're arguing about this, really arguing. I like how it's focused on them, and out of focus, you just hear, magnets?
Magnets?
What about magnets? And they're like, explosive, and it's, hey, what about magnets?
They're like, what?
Giving me really Charlie Kelly vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, magnet, that could work.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I like how just
it needs
like
to be a strong enough magnet.
He does the little thing. Yeah. What do you think of this? Jesse coming up with the idea.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need really silly ideas that will actually work.
I don't think Jesse's a stupid person though. No.
But if someone's like, what about magnets? And you're like, what? But it's like, wait a second.
That's crazy enough. It might work.
Yeah.
So. cut to the junkyard where we get the
car lifting. It's funny because I was playing a game last night called The Quarry, and I had to lift.
Oh, really?
Part of it.
Fair enough.
We had to go to a junkyard to find a car part.
There you go.
And then there was a car hanging, and we had to like drop it with the magnet.
There you go. So we got the guy back from before who would really like he knows what they're up to because like he defended them before. Remember when Hank tried to get in the
Have you got a warrant?
Yeah. This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed, bitch. It's really it slightly sours my perception of this a little bit because I read an article from they spoke to this guy. The actor, and he never expected to be called back for the 5th season because like he was in season 2, 3, well 2, it must be 2. He never expected to be called back, and when he did, he's like, oh great. But I think he spoke about how he forgot his lines. He's not very good at remembering lines, and when it came to it, he was stumbling a bit. And I read that Bryan Cranston was a bit harsh on him, and I'm a bit like give him a break, I think he said something along the I don't know how true it is or how like I like Bryan Cranston, but he said something along the lines of like get yourself together, what you're doing, what you're playing at, so it's like oh jeez, just you do this day like episode like so many episodes, he's been in 2. I mean he's an actor, so he's been in enough stuff, and I kind of get it. It's just the frustration of like if you're doing that, you want everyone to be professional, but I mean.
It's not that you're not professional, is it? It's just
exactly. I mean,
everyone has bad days.
Or I don't know if it's some of his memory as well. So, there you go. But I just remember reading that article.
This is where.
But they're asking him if it will work.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I need this one. It's going to cost you.
Yeah, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
So Walt's like, Jesse, I have no more money. Could you lend me my share?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, spot me my share, And then Walt goes off, and then that's when Mike's like, if you had any brains, you'd take that money and leave now.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we need to like do this. It's gonna work or whatever. I can't remember, but.
So then they see a van as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they say we need to hide it in something. He's like, what about that? Can it run? He's like, yeah, get it running. What's the box made of? He's like, aluminum and cardboard or whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah. We cut to Saul Goodman. They're coming into the car wash. Yeah.
Well, first of all, we have Skylar, don't we?
Yeah.
She's searching up on the
that's
on
what
the
I'm
computer
saying.
Fringe.
Oh, is that? I didn't even pay attention to what she was doing. But we were at the car wash and she's looking it up. Because obviously she's worrying about it.
Yeah, Saul walks in and she's like, I told you.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to talk about something.
Yeah. What does he say? He says something like,
there may have been an incident.
yeah. Oh no, the police may come and speak to you. And she's like, what? Like, it's like maybe. Like it's like a far off thing. It might not.
It might, but we're just gonna get our ducks in a row.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Yeah. An act of God.
And she's like, Teddy's dead.
He's like,
no,
what?
he's
no.
woke
She's
up.
like, what? I was like, Ted is dead. Yeah. He's like, no, he just woke up. Yeah. So you got your answer basically about.
Yes, because we were like, did he die? Did he not die?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I knew, but yeah, and with the wording of act of God, it kind of threw that off a little bit. But she goes to the hospital. And it's the reveal of him, but we don't see him. We just see her face, which is amazing because you just see her reaction, and you're like, "Oh God, what has happened?"
I was thinking, like, oh, what could it? Like, he woke up, like, what?
Yeah, it's the aluminum monster. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The back brace. So he's all fully braced up, like
so he's
shaved
broken
head,
his
like
spine, I guess.
I imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can you hear me?" Like, he's like, "Yeah." But the first thing he says is, "I've not spoken to anyone. I won't tell anyone. I've got a family. I've got kids. Like, listen, I'm not going to say anything." Oh, that was what Saul said.
Good.
Oh, I don't think we saw this yet, actually. But we could talk. We've spoken about it anyway. But because I wrote, "I know nothing. I see nothing," is what Saul told her. Is if the police come to you, say, "I know nothing. I see nothing." Don't say anything. Yeah. What do you think of this whole situation?
I like the way where he's like, I'm not going to say anything. All right. She's just like, good.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
it's like, man, damn. That's crazy what you got yourself into. Like, poor Ted. Like, I mean, he done some stupid things. It's really weird because, like, you see the different levels of bad people are willing to break. Do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously Walt's gone to the bloody moon. Which is another thing that Mike said earlier, is like, that laptop might as well be on the moon. That's probably why I said it. But yeah, Walt's gone to the moon. Skylar's like pushing where she's going, like intimidating people, laundering, like, you know, lying, covering for someone. And then Ted was like cooking books.
Yeah.
But he kind of drew the line there, and then he's kind of paid for it, I guess.
Come back to bite him on the butt.
Yeah, so it's crazy. There we go. Well, what do you think will happen with Ted from here?
Don't know.
But we got to them testing out the magnet.
Oh, yes.
So put it in the truck with the batteries.
Yeah, he's like, has anyone got any earrings,
Any metal?
any piercings, any...
studs in the end of your prick?
Yeah.
He says, it's like, no. It's like,
something
why do you guys even do that? And he's like, why are you looking at me? Like,
any artificial hips, anything, or...
I think we're good to go. When he says hips, bloody Walt turns to Mike, and Mike's face is kind of like, what? Like, for real? Like, yeah. And then they're basically like, let's do the test.
Yeah, and he's like,
Jesse stands there with a laptop.
Yeah, he's like, how far away should I go? About 40 foot. And
He's
then
like,
it does
anything?
nothing.
He's like, step forward slowly. And he's like, oh, wait.
It
crackles?
Yeah, it crackles, and then...
And flies at the truck. It's really cool.
Like, nice. And then Walt's like to the guy, he's like, so how many batteries is this? He's like, 21 50 volts.
Yeah, and he's like, can you double it, basically?
Yeah, and he's like,
well, you kind of like,
yeah.
yeah. I like, well, before that he says PMA, and they're like, well, the old guy says this. It's like positive mental attitude. I think it's, no. But when it works, Jesse's like, yeah, bitch!
Yeah.
Magnets! One of the best lines. It's so good.
Isn't that on the way at the end?
No, he says that there, because he jumps up and he says it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they celebrate magnets later as well. But that's when it cuts to the hospital, but spoke about that. But yeah, we go to the evidence place.
Yep. It's really cool because because they need the three of them, they say, to do
it's a three-man job. You can't just not have your
But Mike, I love the fact that Mike just walks up to the security camera like this.
Yeah.
To cover his face.
I mean, yeah.
And then
you can't ID someone
sprays it,
like that, right? You can't see his face. So.
No, just a bald guy.
Yeah, could be anyone. Could be any bald guy.
Yeah.
But he sprays it, chucks the can away, and then he unscrews.
Yeah, and then short circuits it or something, so the gate opens.
Yeah.
And then he just
flashes over to them, goes sits in the
just
car.
walks off.
They drive in with the truck, and then they park.
Like about a quarter of the way up, and then but there's a huge curb.
Little hump, so they can't get.
I
close.
thought they were going to get stuck on the curb.
Yeah, but no. See, it's weird how you misremember things. I thought this was like, this seems different to me. I thought it was in the daytime, but there you go.
Why
Nighttime.
do it in the daytime?
I don't know. It makes sense.
Not robbing any evidence off of you. You got this all wrong.
But yeah, they start turning it on.
It's
I like
really cool
how we
because
get
you see the
inside.
guy inside that's just minding his own business.
But he's
a
even
bit
like, what's happening? And then his computer goes, and he's like, what the hell?
I wonder if he could feel the magneticness.
Probably.
Because
maybe your fillings are like,
yeah, because he could have fillings, he could have anything.
I don't know.
But there's metal in our bodies, isn't there? The metal in our
blood.
But
it can't be. I guess I don't think it'd be that extreme, but maybe.
But you might
can
get
hear
a little,
the humming as well.
You might get a little sensation, a little
maybe.
like,
Maybe he's got on the end of his,
Oh man.
Maybe you never know. Yeah.
He did stand up to attention.
He tried to he tried to get in the door but couldn't, and then we see inside. I really like it because it pans over
slowly
to paperclip and it goes.
Yeah, and then the little bike starts.
The lights, and there's like a hammer goes off and lights.
And then everything is just like.
Yeah. And it all sticks on the wall. And
struggling to get in.
And that's when Jesse's like, come on, let's go. He's like, no, one more
Yeah, because the alarm starts going.
Yeah. But he gets in the door and the door just goes whooping.
Yeah.
And then like he turns it too far up and then the truck
falls, and then the magnet goes off and everything drops and then the guy's like, we need to get outside.
And they all run out, get to the truck,
and it is
and they're gone. It cuts to them in the car.
Yeah, that's when Jesse's celebrating again. He's like, yeah. And then Mike's like, don't celebrate too early.
How do we know that worked? And then Walt's like, it did. It's like, you left the truck there. What about prints? What about... Yeah. He's like, no
prints. Nothing's traceable.
I made sure. It's all untraceable scrap.
Yeah. But how do we know?
He's so, like I said, a bit arrogant here. I don't know, but...
Because then he's like...
He seems confident, I guess.
The laptop's been... And he's like, because I know.
Yeah. Mike's like,
Like I said, it's almost like he's trying to be the new Gus.
Yeah. We get footage of them going through the evidence, like the hammer and then the laptop, smashed, the glass, all smashed.
Yeah. But there is an extra thing in
picture frame. Yeah, Gustavo Fring had Gus and his partner, but there's a thing behind it. It's like, that wasn't in evidence. Did you see what it said?
Did it say something about Malayan? Or...
I'm not too sure. I saw something else, but
what did you see?
I won't say.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so I think it said something about I don't know now. Something about shipments or something like that, or like something like that. I might be wrong, but there you go. It's not that word though. I can't remember the word. Yeah, blank. Anyway, we cut to Saul talking to Walt and explaining the Ted situation, and Walt does not look impressed.
No, he doesn't.
Looks a bit like. He's like, I tried to say we should get Walt involved.
He said to begin with, he said, you put Skylar in charge of the money.
Yeah.
And Skylar came to me with a problem.
She's my client as much as yours.
Yep. And then she asked me to write a check, and I said, shall we get Walt involved in this? And she said no.
Yeah. And he's like, what, you just accepted that? He's like, she's my client too, like, you know. And you weren't exactly available, everything going on, so, yeah. And then he, like, reveals the cigarette.
Yeah.
He's like, you got me doing all this nonsense. Well, he calls him a two-bit, like, nothing lawyer. It's like...
Got me doing all this.
Yeah.
You never told me that the boy was being sick in hospital.
Yeah. It's like Hugh's got sausage fingers. Like, he could have, like, broken it and poisoned everyone, killed everyone. Like, take it and go. We're done. It's over.
Then Walt just gets up and then walks around.
So what are you doing? I love Saul Goodman. Like, I love him.
And then Walt just, like, stands right on top of him and says, like, we're done when I say we're done.
Yeah.
And it's like, get off your fucking high horse.
I mean, but is the high horse earned, considering how much he's done and where he's got to? And I don't know.
Nobody should make people feel that little.
Yeah. Saul Goodman's just done what he's been told. And got loads of shit for it. Like, yeah. Crazy. We cut back to home, where he goes and talks to Skylar.
Yeah.
And he hugs her.
Says, I forgive you.
His face looks evil, and she just looks scared. Like, that was it. That was the episode. What a start to the series. There we go.
Could you imagine if it ends up like that Walt ends up running away, obviously, like going into witness protection because of one thing or another.
Yeah.
And then what if Skylar magically ends up with Ted in the end?
You reckon?
Magical happy ending.
Oh, lovely happy ending. Oh, for everyone. Well, where do you reckon this season is going to go from here? So they seem to have cleaned up that little mess.
Thing is, I like the fact we've seen that bit where it seems like Walter's on the road and roaming, and I feel like he deserves not to have a fixed grounding through whatever he's done, and he does deserve to disappear. However,
that's what he deserves.
Well, but you know what I mean? Like, not have his family, like, he's had to go out on his own, he's lost everything.
Yeah.
Because that's what he deserves to lose everything.
Yeah, I get
sort of thing. However, it also concerns me that there's a gun in that car that I'm like,
a very big gun.
Who is he going to kill?
That's a very big gun.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what issues
what
have they
will
got
he need that for?
Yeah, like, there's no cartel.
Yeah, that's good they did that, because obviously, like, it kind of wraps up the laptop and evidence thing, and then you're like, well, some other shit's happened.
There's no cartel. There's Gus is gone. Like,
what's next?
But this is, like I said to you through that as well. The problem is now that Gus very much ran the streets, and a lot of streets, with no
so who's gonna
drug lords. It's just going to be a wild, like, there's going to be no territory.
Wild West.
Like, there is an element of order in drug business. Sounds weird to say.
Well, that's why. Do you think, like, obviously Mike was very pissed at the whole situation?
Yeah, like, you don't know what you've done.
Yeah,
because
like,
it is like, that was the point when he said that I said,
exactly.
oh god, wait, there's now no there's no order, there's no territory, people aren't going to give a crap, little drug people are going to be trying to take extra territory.
Well, you said that. Just
Drug
little
people.
like drinks.
But you know, like
Yes.
people that didn't have much
Yeah.
territory are now going to try and take more territory.
Yeah.
So you're going to have gang wars.
What's gonna
Like
happen? Well, where do you reckon it's all going? Where do you reckon
I don't know.
it's
I
going to
hope
happen?
Skylar and Walt break up and
How
Skylar
d-
lives happily.
Yeah.
And I know she's
she
laundered
deserve
money
that
and
now?
stuff, but she's just trying to. She's.
Do you know who's
It's so difficult because I was going to say she's just trying to protect her family, but Walt is also trying to protect his family.
Yeah.
However, I see them on it's probably like rose tinted glasses or something but I see them on very different.
Yeah.
But I guess it's the thing of Skylar hasn't murdered anyone
No.
to get where she is.
No.
Like she is like backhandedly laundering money, sort of like.
But she clearly now knows that he has,
Yeah.
right? Because of the whole Gus thing.
Yeah.
So, what will she do? Anything about that? Do you reckon? Do you think she'll?
I don't know.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was going to say, the most innocent person in this all again, Walt Jr., Holly. Like,
Yeah.
they've done nothing. Like,
No.
yeah. How will Hank react to the laptop
Yeah,
situation?
Probably really pissed.
I guess we'll have to see. But, yeah, there we go. That was episode 1 of season 5.
Yes.
We've got 15 episodes of the show left to go. So, yeah, very exciting.
Yep.
The next episode will be, hopefully, next Wednesday. Maybe in about a week's time. Otherwise, in 2 days' time, will be Person of Interest, which is the penultimate episode of season 2. So, yeah, exciting times. But, yeah, there we go. Cool start. I'm happy to watch it again. It's great. Yeah, I want to say as well, the soundtrack and the look of everything still so good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There we go. We shall see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.